Hey there, sculptors. This is April Jensen. I just wanted to show you today what I've been working on. This was actually the first fawn I did before the fawn contest that we had a while ago. And she was the one that the doll that I put together to kind of figure out the pattern and what I wanted to do before I shot the actual videos and did the fawn footage for that contest. And so anyway, I finally am getting around to getting her done. I like to go sculpting when I can with my good friends Sherry Nielsen and Karen Baker, and we were over at Karen's house and we all just had a little project going, and so I brought this doll because she really needed some work. And so I finished up her legs, and I used such dirty clay down here because she will just be covered with fur, and so I was just kind of like using up clay that I had. But this doll sat for a long time, and so she got so dirty, but I also didn't want to take the time to get all of it out. I did a little bit of the cutting away with the X-Acto knife, but it was just like an insane amount. So I just wanted to show you what she looks like before, and I will show you her after on a future day when I get around to sanding her really well, so you can see the difference that you can get just from sanding, and it can be quite remarkable at times. Anyway, with her ears, I wanted to really hit them hard with a heat gun, because that can make the clay super hard, and with something like that, these are more likely to break, and so you want to take measures like that and really super bake the clay in that case. Alright, and then the other thing I've been working on, and this was the project I was working on yesterday with the gals, was a second leg. I've done this first leg before that still needs to be sanded, but it turned out so cute that I'm working on for a half-scale baby. And then I did this one over at Karen's house, and I think we baked it a bit hotter than what I usually do because the difference in color was quite striking, I thought. And then the other thing was on her foot, she got a little bit of a crack. But I thought, well, that's easy enough to repair. We can just put in a little bit of liquid clay. But this is what ended up happening too. And we gave it some thought to try to figure out what had happened here. And here's a few things that went into play. One is that I'd used Karen's heat gun to heat set the outside, and hers was a lot hotter than my gun that I'm used to, and so I think the edge of clay on the outside was, thicker. And I don't know, still that shouldn't affect it too much, but then I also did not have a hole right here, and on the first leg I did, and it just has a foil core inside, and also my foil, when it got up to here, was kind of thin. So it was only about like that big, and so this piece of clay ended up being quite thick. And then Karen was noticing the way this kind of bulged. She's like, I wonder if there's some air or something caught in there. And so sure enough, she cut into it. And we found this vacancy here where definitely there was some air. So anyway, I just wanted to show you how this looked, and then I will also show you eventually how I get it all fixed. My plan of attack here, first of all, we have to see how much did it become huge. It's not too bad. It still has kept its basic size. But what I'm going to do is have to take my X-Acto knife and just slice this whole area out, just completely remove it, and then make sure we have no air pockets at all, and then fill it in with some Pro Sculpt clay that's been mixed with a little bit of the liquid clay, and that'll make it extra sticky. And I'll do that with this area too. So I'll have to do some re-sculpting here. But the happy thing is, it was to be cast in resin anyway, so it's not too bad that we have some surface issues to deal with, because that's fine for doing resin castings. But anyway, it'll turn out pretty cute anyway. I think that we can get it pretty well camouflaged, and you're not going to notice much once we have it properly blushed and all that. So that is what is going on the sculpting table today. I almost hate to show you this because my table's gotten so horrendous. I'm going to do a lot of cleanup today. But she just turned out so pretty. And it's kind of fun how she sits in that coral. I still need to finish her fin. But she's looking really good. I'm happy with how she's turned out.